Hey Balance Seekers, thanks for clicking and joining us today. Mr. Bones and I want to demonstrate to you a wonderful technique that you can do yourself at home. And it's going to calm your body after stress of mental, physical, or emotional types. When this happens in our body, we automatically have a circuit breaker switch that brings us into that fight or flight mode. Unfortunately, our body doesn't automatically come out of it, and it's draining and depleting, and it makes you feel not so good. So what we're gonna do is utilize these tennis balls to mobilize our joints in our ribs, as well as our soft tissue in our neck and upper back to help us come out of that mode. We're gonna place two tennis balls in a sock. And what we're gonna do is when we're laying down, I wanna show you where these balls naturally land. They land right over the rib and the vertebrae junction. You can self-mobilize that. And what we're gonna do is lie down and use our body weight to do so. When we go into an emergency state, our breathing changes, our chest breathing takes over, and we overutilize these already tight muscles here. We want our breath to be long and expanded. Our ribs go all the way down to our ribs after all. So let's give it a go. Take two tennis balls, put them in a sock, and tie the ends, okay? Now, you're gonna lie on the floor and you're gonna place these balls right next to that big prominent vertebrae that you can feel in the back of your neck that I just showed you on Mr. Bones. You're gonna lie on your back and you're going to press your ribs one at a time, push them down, and then tilt your hips so you're pushing your low back into the ground, and you're going to scoot yourself up a little bit. You really want to apply the pressure of your back into the balls. You may feel some tenderness there, you may not. You're going to take a couple deep breaths and mobilize those areas. You're going to move segment by segment. That's like an inch at a time. And start with your palms up in that extended position, keeping your ribs flat, pelvic tilt engaged, and you're going to take a couple breaths. As you get between your shoulder blades, there's a lot of soft tissue there that you're going to want to mobilize. You can move your arms around, but do it with caution. I like to clasp my hands and then come up over my forehead like so. This is going to change the relationships of the balls with the muscles and soft tissues in your back. If you find that it's too tender to do this, you can do this on a bed or on an exercise mat, and that may decrease the tenderness. What you're going to do is go slower than I am, but you're going to continue downward segment by segment, inch by inch, and do 3 to 5 deep breaths at each area. You can move your arms in this fashion to get some of that different soft tissue. You're not going to believe how tender this gets. This freaking kills me. What's interesting is you might find that one area you feel nothing and think that's not a helpful area. Then you move your arms and oh my gosh, you find a really hot spot. Now, if you find spots that are tender, those are spots that you need to give a little love. You're going to continue this from top to bottom of your spine, and then you're going to be more mobile and more relaxed. Good luck, and help find your perfect balance yourself at home, and have a good night's sleep.